I know we're late. Okay, hold on. I didn't mean it. There we go. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Can you... Well,
I'm going to come over here because I'm
'cause
like really far away.
you are so far away, and
Sorry.
I'm just going to move this across here. There you go. I think that we're central as well.
Yeah.
See? Look at that. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Chinwag number 168, the Friday chat with myself, Zahir, and Rebecca. This is the place we come to on a Friday to just talk about our week in terms of just how it's been, and in terms of eBay and sales, and
I also learn what we get
just
up to during the week for
exactly
eBay.
exactly what we get up to, all kinds of things. So before I go on, I just want to say a big thank you to Ash. The reason why we were a tiny bit late, in case you were wondering, like it says 7 o'clock and I think we started at 7:01, is we received a super chat before we'd even gone live, and it was a super sticker from Ash, and so we had to go into the YouTube studio and whatnot to find it. So
it disappeared from our screen.
We couldn't see it, and so we just wanted to say thank you, Ash. Do appreciate it. Ash has been a viewer of the channel for quite a while, and he also helped me get good. And then
he helped you get good at Fortnite.
I was gonna say that, and then I thought to myself, "Stop it! You're not good at Fortnite." So he endured playing Fortnite with me for many months.
He did.
And I would love to get back to playing that, but I think he's playing something else probably now. He's cool and young, so he probably knows what the next thing is.
Yeah.
You know, so. Yeah, we'll say a few hellos, and thank you for the super chat, Lex, as well. Lex has super chatted £2. Best topping for a burger. The sauce is key. You've got to buy it or make a good sauce. Sauce is in fact, I will make a video about this like maybe tomorrow. I'm expecting a package. Because I believe in sauce, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll say a few hellos. Tracy's was the first comment that we can see, Uniquely Me. Please go and check out Uniquely Me's YouTube channel if you haven't already. Press the 3 dots next to her name. She makes really good, fun content. Tracy was on the channel earlier, which Rebecca didn't even watch the chat.
I was so tired.
If you'd watched it,
I fell asleep.
If you'd watched it, you'd know what Tracy
I would
means by
understand.
I'm going to sell the hell out of it during the stream. And Stu's comment of I'm only here because I'm a loser.
See, I'm not understanding any of this because unfortunately I haven't watched the chat.
And Victoria says, I've sold one thing today, so I feel like a winner. Jay and Callum. Hey, Jay, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Jay and Callum are a fantastic couple as well. They've not been on YouTube for a while, from what I know, but thank you for popping in, Jay. Dave, DB Resells, Damien, who's recently hit over 1,000 subscribers. Damien's got something. He must have like X Factor, you know. I think it's those puppy dog eyes he looks into the camera with, and you know, he just tells us about what he's bought, and I think he's growing fast. So hi there, and we've got obviously I've mentioned Stu already. We have got Victoria Plum, I said, as well. Wow, they've been talking for a while.
I know.
The Vinegar Jar, Peter Cummins, also a fabulous YouTube content creator. Definitely check out Peter Cummins. Thanks for popping in. Vinegar Jar. Kirsten's Curiosities. Hi, Kirsten. Kirsten's also been putting out some good videos. Definitely worth checking out. She's been she does quite an eclectic range of stuff, and has her own bricks and mortar shop. So definitely, if you haven't, I'm sure most of you guys in here know already, but still, just saying hi. We've got Chelsea. We've got Golden Retro. Diane, we have got Richard Hale. Thank you guys for popping in, really do appreciate it. Michelle Lathan, thank you, Michelle, for popping in. Antiques and Collectibles, and we've got Nordic Night Owl from Finland, I believe. Is it from Finland? I think I've got the letter up there. I think it is Finland. I'm pretty sure it's Finland. Yeah, over the years, Tim. Hi, Tim. How are you? Ash. Hi, Ash. Again, thank you for the super sticker. Wow, we're gonna try to
really
scroll
far
down. We need to
behind.
scroll down. Okay,
We're
Nat
so far
resells.
behind.
She's always flipping. Mandy, how are you, Mandy?
Hello.
So thank you for popping in. The Seam Store, couple of pickers, Robin, Lisa. Hope you get your internet sorted. Queenie Conquest says hello as well. Chris Tyler. Yes, RJ. Wow, thank you so much, guys, for popping in. We have also had a $5 super chat from Tommy. Second payment for the OBS course. Tommy, no worries. I will help you as much as I can with my OBS skills. But yeah, good at. I knew he'd pick up on that. Peter Cummins, good at Fortnite. When was that? Oh, you saw my godlike snipes. I think I need to remind these people, man. It's just getting Goat Jazz, Nick K, Peter Ray's Adventures, Karen sells clothes. Karen, how are you? Karen also have been amazing. Andrea Hills, hi Andrea. Sion the Moor, Georgina Geel, Hearts Pickers. Look, we've got celebrity, celebrity. I've got to be in our best behaviour now.
I know. No. Getting nervous now.
Phoebe, Finn Fashion Blood. How are you, Phoebe? Hope everyone is good. We are George F. And Karen says this loser will have to watch back later. Need food. Oh, no worries at all, Karen. I hope you enjoy your dinner. And again, you would know what she means by that if you'd seen the live stream yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. George F has got a quick question as well. Have you been getting PayPal notifications with sales? I've been getting email but no app notifications.
Yes, we've been getting a lot of PayPal notifications, but not from the eBay store, unfortunately. Not from the eBay store. It's a bit flaky, I think, but there we go. So. Okay, Stephen Jackson, Nordic Night Owl says Finland is correct. Super, yeah. We've got your letter up there. We still love it. Yeah. Maurizio Ciano. Hi guys from. Okay, you can't be called Maurizio Ciano. Okay, and I'm reading it out like Maurizio Ciano. Like I want to read it out like that.
And then you tell us
hi guys from Mitcham. Okay, you just can't do that. I mean, you can obviously.
You can.
There's nothing wrong with
Absolutely.
Mitcham. I used to go to Mitcham all the time.
Close to Mitcham,
Yeah, exactly. We're Croydon.
Yeah,
right next to Mitcham. We used to go Mitcham all the time. So hi there, Mauricio, Antoinette Daly, Stephen Jackson, Z. If you like sniping, you need to play Destiny 2. I've heard so many good things about that game. Right. Oh, Phoebe says, thawing out, thanks. Had new windows and doors fitted today. It was so cold. Wow, yeah, couldn't have picked a better day, really, could you?
Sorry, I'm just going to pick up on Tracy's comment, okay? So Tracy's going, you look nice, Beck. Z, I see you're wearing the same clothes from yesterday.
Yeah, I mean...
We had a conversation about this before we started. He was like, oh, I'm wearing the same top as yesterday. I was like, I'm probably wearing the same jumper from last week, but I haven't been wearing it all week.
Yeah, I mean, Beck can get away with it because, not making as many appearances these days, are we? Like me, it's difficult, I know that I'm a trendsetter, so I've got to kind of, I'm playing it safe. That's what this is. I'm showing people, I'm trying to lead the way. I'm showing people, look, don't use your washing machines more than you have to. Look, if you can, I know you guys look up to me, right? And I appreciate this, and I want you to know it's okay. This is probably the third, maybe fourth. I don't know. I won't lie. It's not pretty, but there's a few ketchup stains and stuff that you can't pick up on the camera. I've worn this. I'm wearing.
Is this reseller reality?
This jumper is. You want reseller reality? This jumper, right? And what odors come from it? That's reseller reality.
Okay.
Well, no. Let me add to that. That's my reseller reality. It's not everybody's. I think some people are very. Look at George Ross. His reseller reality is not like he wouldn't wear. I don't think he'd wear the same jumper 2 days in a row. I think he'd have to have that as some kind of a challenge or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, man.
So there we go. The Seam Store says I rarely use my shower either. Does it count if you didn't wear it outdoors? I wore this outdoors as well.
Outdoors. It was worn outdoors.
So, yeah, this is Hey Reselling Life and Adventure. We've got Nadine Kolkman. We've got MG. Bargain Buster. So yes, right. What are we going to talk about?
Things.
Things. We're going to talk about some things, right? Like we touched on this yesterday. Well, me and Tracy were talking.
Okay.
Okay. You know when
Alright.
you know the chat you didn't see.
I fell asleep. Okay.
Jasmine says, "Cool, Bex really loves you." She does. I will say there are times though when you go in for the hug and then she's like, "Oh,
And I go,
it's here."
You smell.
You smell, and then it used to hurt my feelings,
Now you're
but
just
I've let myself go so much.
Now it's gotten to the point where he smells himself and you go,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
You're right.
I do.
There used to be a point where I'd be upset.
Oh man.
I've let myself go. No. It's not that. Honestly, I do. I do wash and stuff.
Yeah, you do wash.
I'm not. I want to put this out there. It's not that.
It's because you wear the same
Jumper. It's the same jumper.
Yeah.
It's actually the same shirt underneath as well.
So even though you're showering, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter
Because I just
you
wear the same
stick the
clothes.
jumper back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the thought of having to get out, new clothes, iron them and stuff. Anyway, when you can see the fumes, you have to worry. George Ross is a clean dude. This is his YouTube costume. He only wears it on camera. Thank you, Michelle. That's right.
Yeah, there we go.
That's it.
We're going to stick with that now.
Don't knock Z wearing the same top. That was perfectly clean last week. This is the real people. Oh gosh.
Oh,
right.
dear.
Sales. I see Mandy say sales.
Sales.
Z.
Yeah.
Right. He uses the Karcher on himself regularly. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to talk about sales.
Yeah.
Okay. Sales
How were they?
this week. How do you feel they have been? It's a good question, isn't it? So you asked me a question and I just turned it back. Did you see that?
I'll be honest, I have no clue. It feels like it's been okay, but it's probably been... Do you know what?
Been rough.
It's probably been really rubbish.
Yeah.
I didn't even realise I got paid from work today because I didn't realise we were at the end of the month. So
Well, we paid the rent, so we get to
just
live
sitting
here.
here and I'm like, at the moment, it's good if I remember what day of the week I'm on, if I'm completely honest. So,
Is that pretty good?
yeah,
That's
I
pretty
feel like
good.
it's good, but it's probably not.
It's not been amazing, but it's not been terrible either.
Okay.
We have had, we've had some decent sales come through.
Is that the general store?
Yeah, we've had some okay sales come through. Nothing amazing, but what I will do is we'll share some of our better sales. Right, we'll share 3 of our good sales this week. Actually, I'm gonna share top what counts as a week ago. It's the 28th, right? So that means 21. We can go down to 21, right? Is that correct?
Can we?
Yeah. Well, if it's
No, 22 was from Monday.
28th today, so a week should be 21. 7 days, isn't it? Or not? No? 21?
Okay, go with whatever you want to say.
Go with whatever I want to say.
Yeah, you're right. My head's not there.
Your head's not there?
No.
Where is your head?
Wherever it's been for the rest of the
Where
day.
it's been. Well, what we'll do is we will share with you guys some of the stuff we've sold. It's been an up and down week. We actually did have a dot sales day this week.
We did actually. I remember you saying
but
that.
we have also been really bad on the listing. When I say me, I have been really bad listing. Darren's in the chat. Smart reselling. Hey, Darren. Kim Moxham says rubbish. It's not been as good as previous weeks, but let's just quickly get onto the graphs because we'll do the quick graphage.
Okay, so
this is the general store. General store last 7 days. Ignore the green there because we weren't selling on this store.
yeah, you've got to ignore the green on this
So
graph, okay?
yeah, we've done £439 in last 7 days, which is not amazing.
Dot sales days. What's that?
Yeah.
No sales.
Yeah, dot sales means none.
Sorry.
Yeah. She's concussed by the smell. I don't smell, Georgina. Screw you, man. So £439 on the general store, which is not as good as it has been. We've had much better weeks recently, but saying that, sometimes that's what happens. You can't always have great sales weeks. It just doesn't work like that. So you have to kind of be open about it. We share with you when it's good. We share with you when it's not so good. This week, we have had better weeks. Is all I'm saying. Let me just see if I can get the other page up, because that would be good. The RC store, we'll log in. I'm finding out with you guys what's going on in the RC store as well, because I don't know myself. I don't think it's been amazing again, because we just haven't been listing really. This week it's just been, I don't know, we just haven't done much. I think I've been in a funk, as you guys may have seen.
No, do you know what? Yeah. To be fair,
there's been stuff happening. I can't remember what though.
I tell you what's happened.
Go on, tell me what.
I got a car this week.
Yes, Beck got a car.
So, Zahir has been very, very nicely driving in with me while I get familiar with my route to work.
Yeah.
And then you've been coming back and meeting me in the afternoon.
RC store did 247.
So you've had a lot of running around for me this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hopefully next week it's not going to
exactly.
be
Yeah. We so if you add 400 and what was it? 400 and what was it on the other store? 400 and something.
Was it 439?
430 something, 440 something,
yeah.
And we've done 240 on the RC store, so we're on about 680. We did actually get a nice like £100 sale on Amazon as well, which we don't normally get, so that's made it a bit nicer. But it's not been like a strong week. It's just, but considering we've been doing like really very little listing, and we have been busy. We've been not just the car. I think there's been other stuff we've been doing. I can't remember.
There's been I don't know. I mean, you've been doing a bit of YouTube, haven't you? Not as much as you probably
I don't know
to do.
I did like I don't think I can excuse that as to I can't really excuse that as to that's
said,
why.
Do not let Zahir near the petrol oil becks. Oh, that was the other thing.
What?
The Honda broke.
The Honda broke.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the Honda
so
CRV
we've had car
broke.
trouble as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to remember what we've done this week.
Yeah,
we've had car
trouble. Yeah, there's a lot of car trouble.
Yeah.
The CRV broke. We had to take that into the garage. And then we went and found Beck a car. We got Beck a Honda as well. We got her a Honda Jazz. Low mileage, 04 plate. Really good. Really happy with it. Yeah,
I absolutely love it.
So really pleased. So that's that. Congrats on the car, says Tracy. Dave says breaking news: Beck has a car. I've had a cracking last 3 days, but it was after setting up sales, doing promos, and sending out offers. Says Vinegar Jar. Yeah, I mean sales are like I don't know, sales, I'm not worried, because I think we know what it takes. And they've not been bad considering what we've done. You've got to remember, guys, we've only got like 100 items or something on our store now. We've literally got 100 items on the general store. So it's still doing really not bad for 30 days. If we show you, it's dipped a little bit. We'll just show you. Screw it. Why not just show you guys? So this is the general store, right? So you can see the last 31 days, it's 2,700. We're only on above standard. We lost our top rating seller, which is a bit of a bummer. But for a store which has got 100 and I don't know what we're on now. We're on 104 listings, guys. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad. It's not amazing.
I mean, we've still got a lot of stuff on there that we probably not too keen on having on there, but
no.
We've
cut down a fair amount. We got rid of a lot of the dead stock.
So we kind of need to kind of build it back up a little. I think Shazad has popped into the chat.
Hey Shazad.
Shazad's in the chat, and also Fake Rachel as well.
Hey Fake Rachel, thanks for popping in. Beck, it may seem he's being nice. Fact is, it's easier than listing and gives him an excuse. Congrats on the car, by the way.
Thanks, Tommy.
The Honda broke. Yeah. Was here near the Honda when it broke? Says Darren.
The thing is, right.
Beck was.
I'll be honest, right. I was driving the Honda.
It was working fine, and then Beck started driving the Honda.
So it was when I was driving it that it actually broke.
Yes.
Someone just pointed out 427 unread messages. They are eBay notifications.
Yeah, they're eBay. They're not customers. Yeah,
they are
eBay notifications.
You know, when you get like the
best offer or this or that or the other.
Because we check them on the phone, it doesn't, update them on the thing.
They're not customer ones. All customer ones are dealt with immediately.
Yeah.
Guess which day the sewing machine was sold. Yeah. And Andrea says, that's great, Beck. You won't look back and will love the freedom.
Yeah. I'm already like excited about it, aren't I? Oh, okay. I know. Come on then.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I've still been sitting with Beck, but Beck's been driving herself into work, so I think that's been quite good, hasn't it?
Hello. Oh.
Yeah, that's been quite good, hasn't it?
Get his butt up here. There you go. You want to come say hello?
No,
you don't want to see anyone?
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
There you go. So yeah, we know what it takes to make it pop. We've had some decent sales come through though. Nonetheless, I mean, we'll share with you some of our better sales. Like this was quite a nice sale we had during the week. I picked up a bunch of these Android home plug things as a test thing. Where from one of B&M store or something. I think they had them reduced.
Yeah, I think it was B&M store.
And I think we sold 5 of them to one person, so we got like a £60 sale because there was a reduction when they bought multi-quantity. It wasn't a huge profit because I think I paid like £5 an item, but because a guy bought 5 in one go, it was like a £60 sale or something, and it worked out really good. So that was one of the sales we had. I sold this food mixer that we bought for £6.
Yeah.
That sold for 40 plus £8, so that was a pretty nice little sale as well. We finally sold this Burberry suit. Bought this for £1.50 at the bins.
Didn't we sell this at
an offer?
A little bit less.
Yeah, we sold it for 55.
I think it was like, we accepted an offer on that, but it wasn't much off of the asking price.
Yeah, we sold it for £55, which initially I thought it'd sell for a lot more, but we'll take it. It's £55. It's better than a kick in the teeth, and it's gone. Then this was really cool. This sold this morning to someone somewhere abroad. I can't remember where. In the end, I accepted £40 for it. It's a lot less than I thought.
And there was someone else interested in this because we received a message this afternoon saying,
is this
already gone?
But
we had already had a bit of back and forward in messages with him, and he was like, I'll offer this, and it was like, well, put an offer in on the listing, but obviously it was just a bit too slow.
What I want to say about this game that's interesting, what about this sale that's interesting, is when I first got this game ages ago, I remember coming onto YouTube and being so pleased about it. I was like, oh, this should be an easy £100. We're going to sell it. It's going to sell really quickly. Easy £100. Because I bought a job lot of PC games for £30, and this was in amongst them. And I was like, easy £100 sell this one. Yeah, and it's got the map, it's got everything. I was really excited for it. And for ages and ages, we had it listed at 100. At one point, early on, I did actually receive what turned out to be the best offer that it's ever had. We actually had an offer of £60 or £65 on this game before. £60 or £65. But back then, I wasn't in the mindset of accepting offers. So, like, I was just like, 65, no. I counted with like 85 or something because I was like, it's a £100 game. Well, it's £100 because Donut here priced it at 100. That makes... it's just thick, really. And so I was offered 65. I didn't take it. And then in the end, it just sat and sat. It would keep on getting watches. I've done adjustments. I've relisted as self-similar, the works on this thing. In the end, it was just being listed for lower and lower prices. And I got an offer of £40 today. And I was just like, you know what? I've had this for far too long. I lost my chance at getting £65 really a few weeks after it had been listed. And in the end, I had to accept £40 plus shipping. I mean, it's going abroad. I think it was like £15 shipping on it. It's going to Australia because I noticed that eBay are collecting a sales tax from the person. So it's going to Australia. So yeah, I was really kind of... This was a lesson learned because... I know I sold it for less than it's worth, and I should have gotten like more for it. Like I should have got my 60 odd for it, but I should have taken it when it was offered back in the day, and then in the end I sold it for 40 because now obviously I'm a lot more for it. Yes, Michelle, I did make offers to watches, but no one bit the offers to watches, and I think the offers to watches I made, because of the percentage, I think I gave like 20% off of that price. So it was still pretty good, but it was, it was...
Face that way.
So yeah, so that was it. And finally, we sold this today, which was good. This is a nice sale that's come through. A Sony Walkman for £90. This is actually something I didn't even buy. My dad gave this to me when we went down south the other week. He had this in his loft. Like he'd picked it up at a car boot or whatever, and he was like, a bunch of stuff he didn't want, and he just gave to me, and this was in it. So that was a really nice sale. So we didn't even find that, but yeah, it's in good working order as well. So really nice little item. I'll show you what it looks like it's in the bigger picture. Really retro Sony Walkman. It's got an FM AM radio. It's fully tested, worked, and we sold that for 90. So we've had some good sales.
Yeah.
But we could easily have had more. I've still got a bunch of consoles to list, things like that. But we're just, we're good, aren't we?
Yeah,
We're good. And wonder if the game has disc rot, said Dave. I hope not. I hope not. Victoria Plum says, had a buyer want me to send something to South Africa outside of GSP, but said they want to use my address on eBay. Not sure what they're on about with the address. Sounds odd to me. Yeah, if you're unsure about something, then it's probably worth just sticking with your instinct. If you're uncomfortable about what a buyer's asking, you're not sure, you don't force yourself to do something like that. Not sure what they're on about with the address, so you don't want to mess with that really. Customers asking about selling outside GSP happens quite often though, doesn't it? Because of the cost difference. So, yeah. Are you just getting cuddles from...
I'm getting cuddles, aren't I? Yes.
The Monocle says, does the sell tax added on the item price? I had an American buyer ask this after I accepted an offer. Yes, they add it on top. So the game sold for 40 and the shipping was 15, so 55, but they paid 60. And eBay collected that extra £5 tax. So yeah. Queenie Conquest says, great find, well done Dad. Yeah, exactly, yeah, it was nice of me. He also gave me a VCR, so...
And he gave you an RC
but those are for me.
as
Yeah,
well.
he gave me some RC cars because he had them.
Those
Those are for me now.
Your collection, aren't
They're
they?
for my collection. I love when you are both on here live, says Bluegrass Picker. Oh, thank you, Bluegrass Picker. That's nice, isn't it?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Got loads of consoles today. Great day, says Pete's Retro Collectibles. You know what, Pete? Oh, God. I've got so many consoles all over the place, and I'm finding I need to watch the live stream I did yesterday with Tracy and motivate myself. We've sold a couple. I think we sold a PlayStation 3 and we sold an Xbox 360, and I've already tested another Xbox 360 and a Nintendo Wii over there as well. And I just can't I don't know what kind of a block this is. It's some kind of a mental block. I don't know why, but I just the thought of it, and they're working consoles, and I've got boxed ones as well. I just need to do something about it, and it's really frustrating that I'm not doing something about it. I need to sit and do something.
Yeah, he is a bit of a heavy breather.
I can hear a dog heavy breathing.
When he gets comfortable, he just kind of goes really. He actually gets even worse, and he starts snoring.
Yeah, he does. He's like, he snores and like yeah. Lex says CX the consoles down. Yeah, but I wouldn't get nearly as much money. I would not. So I need to kind of get onto that. Kim asks, do you guys find the white background works on your photos? It's rubbish on mine. I don't actually crop. I don't crop the background. I don't use that app feature. I know eBay have introduced on the app now. It can take away your background and replace it with a white background.
Oh, what can?
on eBay's app. Apparently, on the app, you can do that. What I've actually started to do, guys. Now, this is actually something that I have been doing. This is the photo from that Walkman. I know it's not the most amazing photo, but these photos have come out really well on my bad phone. On my bad phone camera.
And the background, like, as you can see, it looks more grey than it is. But
it's not white. It's because it's grey.
It's grey.
It's grey. Now, this... I don't know if you guys are interested in this kind of photography type talk and stuff. But, like...
Yeah, stop
when you use a camera, like when I was using my phone camera on a white background, because I didn't have, like, an iPhone or a good... My phone was poor quality. And like it wasn't the best quality. I have actually just replaced my phone, so I've now got a cheapy little phone which works really well. But like when I had plain white background, I'd get like banding or moire as they call it, like this kind of like rainbow banding. But now I'm just using a grey background, and I'm really liking it because cameras are always trying to get that perfect grey, and then you get a good exposure. It looks clean. I'm perfectly happy with these photos. I don't know what you guys think of them, but I think those are pretty good photos. I think I did the same with this food mixer. Like, if you look at the food mixer as well, I've done the same with the food mixer. I think the photos are coming across pretty decent. This was just using my really poor phone. And I think grey is... camera. The thing is, with cameras, they always over or underexposed because they're trying to hit this certain level, and it is a certain shade of grey, so I do feel that I need to do that. So I'm gonna be just sticking to grey, really. That's my plan. Sell the hell out of them, says Tracy. I do need to sell the hell out of them. Michelle says Americans have to pay sales tax. Somehow this comes as a surprise. They do, but Australians also are now getting their sales tax collected by eBay. So if you sell something to someone in Australia, you'll notice on your order sheet, on the invoice sheet, that eBay will have collected a sales tax. You don't have to worry as a seller. Nothing changes for you. But yeah, just thought I'd say. I need to have a console binge. Richard Hall says, since I changed to using a white background, i.e. 2 bits of whiteboard, I found my sales picked up and photos look better. A clean background will be good. Bluegrass Picker says, I have so much Wii stuff to test that will all sell fast. I just don't want to. I've been the same, Bluegrass Picker, but I do need to sell the hell out of them. Just like Shazad says, list them, no excuses. Beck, just hit him. You know what? I do need to do it. I really do, because they're taking up so much room. I think
I've kind of been slack this week.
The boxed ones, I'm thinking of maybe sending to Amazon, but then I think when I think stuff like that, I put doing stuff off. Whereas I think if I just list it on eBay, maybe I'll get it done. Yeah. Because if I say to myself the boxed one, but I've got unboxed ones, I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna do it tonight, aren't I? Or am I doing something else?
You're doing something else.
What am I doing tonight? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be chatting
with Tom.
Yeah, but I'll be. But that's just like that was just an OBS thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'll do that. But then I might see if I can do something.
Okay. You see if you can do something.
Yeah, I'll see if I can do something. Victoria Plum says, only a cheap item, £7.50, but it just feels odd. Not the outside GSP thing. I've had that before, worked out okay. Just the address issue. If your spider sense is tingling, Victoria, I would just go with it. Don't give yourself unnecessary headache. Not worth it. Okay, don't tell me you have grass in the background. No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I like grey as a background, says Lex. More cinematic than boring white. I like grey too, Lex. I do like grey. By the way, guys, Lex Bad Biscuit, she's been really putting out some good quality content if you're into any kind of jewelry related stuff, and she does other stuff too. She's cool. Her hair is blue. She's funny. She is from Wales. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. You have to judge. I like her though, so definitely check her out. So, Fritz Stella's popped in as well. Grey is great. Also, wood is good as well, says Peter. Especially for black and white items. Hi, Carlo B. Bluegrass says, I'm supposed to be working, Z. Yeah, you need to get working then if you need to get... I sometimes stick them in Photoshop and add a bright colour background which stands out more than the other listings for the first image, says the Monocle. Yeah, I think in a way, I feel that by everyone having a plain white background, it might make it difficult to stand out a bit, really. I mean, it also, I think it takes away a little of the kind of, there's something nice about knowing that you're buying from a like a small business, you know? Like sometimes when you're buying stuff, you want to know who you're buying from, and not everyone wants to buy from a big professional company or a professional company. Some people are happy buying, knowing that they're helping out a small business. And I think sometimes, like, I think there's a certain charm to people making up their own backgrounds. You know, like, again, mentioning George Ross as if he needs more mentions, but, you know, he changes his background up. He had the grass one, and now he's got like an 80s looking one. Like, if you look at Nick and Andrea, Nick has fashioned like a wooden background. You know, he's got the wood pans, and I think in a way that really is nice, because it shows that it's like, it's professional because it looks clean, the photos look good, but it shows that it's actually a person doing it. It's not, do you know what I mean, honey? Like, it's not like, you know, that's how I feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Righty there. Z's chair makes him look like he's wearing a Star Wars Obi-Wan hoodie. That's quite a funny comment. Thank you, Antique. Curios. Golden Retro says, okay, off. Hope you all have a great weekend. Good luck with yourselves. Thank you. Z, you don't need to list the consoles, just send them to me, says Nordic Night Owl. The shipping to Finland, I don't even want to think about it. It weighs so much. I would actually consider it, but no. I'm going to sell them, Nordic. I'm going to sell them. Evenings here in Beck. I'm in the university library watching you. Looks like studying can wait an extra hour. I hope you guys are well. Thank you, Reese. Thanks for popping in. And in the university library. It's a good place to be watching. It's a good place to be watching. The Batcave says 18% grey. Is that the shade of grey or something that they go for or something? I don't know. Try to do anything. Just list one item. You know what, Shazad? I'm going to list one item.
Yeah.
Should I make a video about it?
What, listing one item?
Yeah. Who wants to see a video of me listing a whole item? A whole item. From start to finish. Okay? I'll choose the item. Are you going to use
it as like proof?
Proof that I'm listing.
Is it going to be like recorded?
Recorded, yeah.
Like recorded, and then you upload it later on today.
Maybe tomorrow.
No, it's got to be today.
It can't be today. It's late, you know.
Well, no, because otherwise it's like you could have done it on any day.
Oh, good point.
It's got to be today.
Good point. Yeah.
If you're going to commit to listing one item today,
you
have to put it out.
I'm
today.
taking Peter Cummins 5 a day. I'm taking it to the next level, guys.
Doing one.
I'm going to be doing 1 a day. Okay? I'm doing 1 a day, right? So that's it. I'm going to do 1 a day. That's my new thing. Completely original. It's not a rip-off of Peter Cummins' idea. I'm listing 1 a day, right? That would be a long video. Yes, I would love to see that. It's what YouTube has been waiting for. The whole process. 500 before you know it, Peter. What's Peter say? I'd love to see you actually do some work, says Peter. I say a live working hangout. Photoshop happens. Z has no level. I have the highest level, Shazad. I'm going to list that item. You know what?
What item are you going to list?
Yeah, let's shoot. I don't know, man.
What are you going to
pick something easy, man.
Something easy that you can do in like a couple of minutes, right?
Oh, yeah, I'd like something easy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long day, honey.
He's looking around to try to find something easy.
What can I list?
Oh man, I don't know. You can commit to something.
I'm gonna list something. I'm gonna list that. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna test it and list it. Okay.
He's got this. Let's move that out of the way.
Yeah.
You see that?
You see that there on that table? I need to test that. That is a DVD player. Yeah. A Pioneer DVD player. There's PlayStation on the floor. There's consoles there.
Yeah.
That I'm not selling that Del Piero shirt. That's mine.
So that's what's going to get listed.
That is going to be listed.
This is his camera, just in case you're wondering.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday.
We're wondering what that fluffy thing is on.
It's my dead cat.
Yeah, there you go.
So, right, we're going to do that. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, says Peter Cummins. Definitely. We don't really expect much. Tomorrow is fine, says Tracy. Thanks, Tracy. I'm glad you understand. White backgrounds commoditize the items, so only compete on price. eBay and Amazon love it. Pete's Retro Collectibles, that is a sentence and a half. That is, I like that sentence. They commoditize the item, so only compete on price. It's true because it takes away the difference. You're right. Very true. Very well put. I do appreciate that. Shane M says, that thing from yesterday's live stream, you didn't know what it was. I don't know what it is now. Actually, could you get it, honey?
What thing?
That thing. Or maybe there's more people maybe in the chat today. They might be able to help.
Alf,
It's just on that
you gonna go
Xbox.
this way?
Yeah.
Come on.
Just
It's like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
let
it's-
me just,
yeah.
oh, thanks.
God, he's so he leaves around so much fluff.
I know.
Does anybody know what this is? Anybody? Please help me. This came as part of like a sewing machine bundle. It wasn't anything to do with the embroidery machine we sold. It's got no model number on it. It just says ABS on it. It's a plastic thing and it's got this like rubber thing here. It's probably by Brother, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. What is it? It looks like some kind of a weird toilet seat.
Okay.
But I don't know. Anyway, I'm not listing that. I'm listing the DVD player. But if anyone knows, that would be really good. Probably won't. But there we go. List your jumper, says Steven Jackson. Z needs a business logo with a slogan, one a day. List that dirty jumper. There's some weirdos on eBay that give you good money. Sucky, sucky, my butt. Oh gosh. No, I'm not going to list my jumper. I need this jumper. It's my lucky listing jumper. The eBay app has recently had an update in which you can place a white background. Yes, Fritz, we've been talking about that. And I'm not a fan of it, if I'm honest. Mick H says, you wouldn't believe how many more sales I'm getting since putting up at least one listing per day rather than a bunch twice per week. You know what, Mick? We noticed a massive surge in sales when I was listing regularly.
Yeah.
Like I said, this past week, I've like fallen off the wagon and I've rolled down the hill far away from the wagon. Now I need to find my way back up the hill to the wagon and hope the wagon is still there for me to get back on it. Wouldn't you say? That's how I've just fallen off the wagon. So this week has been really kind of naff. So I need to do that. Z, do you need a shirt? You only wear one shirt a week, says Diane. Rummage around asking how everyone's sales are. Today has been okay. Has to list a console. That's a good idea, Shazad.
Oh, that's a good one.
I will list it. I'll list a console. I will list a games console.
That is a good one. I like
Yes,
that one.
Shazad, you're definitely. I'm gonna list a games console. I need to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna list.
So if we change from that thing to
Yes,
game console.
games
Right,
console.
okay.
I'm gonna list it tonight before I go to bed. What are you doing, Alf?
He's trying to knock over
Hope
your
he's not
bin.
trying to take a dump in
No,
the corner.
he's
Okay.
trying to knock over your bin.
Oh, he's so naughty. Okay. Right. Is it for embroidery to stretch the fabric? No, it's not like a hoop. We've had hoops. Crochet hook. Yeah, it helps the fabric in the hoop. Oh, no, it's not a sex toy. I was just getting an embroidery hoop. I didn't think it was a hoop because okay, but maybe you're right.
Maybe.
It's a golf hat visor. I mean, obviously, it's a toilet seat for a robot. That was a good one.
Hat rack.
Okay. Will that not cause a race to the bottom on prices like FBA when we try to keep prices high? Well, I'm guessing you're talking about the photos, yeah. Trying to work out how that would work at the vinegar jar. Okay. Adapter for kids to sit on the normal loo. They'd have to be really tiny and they'd still fall through it. List 5 a day. If you get off the wagon, get right back on it. Build up drafts. It's detailed somewhere on YouTube. I've lost my mojo, Stephanie.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
right.
definitely.
This week, definitely. Off for a curry and a gin. Night, says Georgina. Sounds good, doesn't it? A curry and a
does.
gin. Got to play the console though. Just trying to list what I have. Yeah, it looks like it would go on the edge of the end of the sewing machine. Maybe.
Ah, okay. Okay,
Interesting.
so like an attachment.
Yeah, could well be. Yeah, so, but I'm not listing it. I'm gonna get rid of that because I don't even know what it is really. I don't know how. Yeah, that's just naff. I'm gonna just list consoles. I'm gonna list a console. Definitely. Right. Other than that, what's our plans for the rest of the weekend then? What are we gonna do?
Chill out.
Chill out. Beck's gonna chill out. I'm gonna keep listing. I'm gonna have a good listing weekend.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first weekend we're gonna be in for most of the weekend as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
that's why I said I'm gonna chill out.
yeah,
Because I'm like, yeah, I need to just not do anything.
you're gonna not. Yeah,
But apart from, you know, the
Yeah.
odd little bits and pieces that I
Around
need
the
to do
house
around
and
the house,
things, yeah.
but, like, I'm really just, need
you
some,
want to relax a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I need to just get
I need a
my
bit of a
my
break.
head focused back on, you know, the because I've got that to do. I need to do like RC's shop as well, and it's just, you know, oh man, I get so confused.
Yeah.
It really does help hold the fabric combined with the hoop, says Diane.
Oh,
Ah,
there we go.
so you put the embroidery hoop on, and then you have that as an add-on. Okay, okay. I had a day this week where I made more money profit-wise on eBay than I did at my normal job before I even got to work. Made me think about going full-time, says the Monocle. Yeah, but it's the consistency, isn't it? It's the consistency. Like, it feels so good when that happens, when you wake up and you've had a really good...
Yeah.
Or if you've had a really good day. Like, today we're having a pretty good day, so we're feeling pretty good. But we've had some not-so-good days this week. So it's
I've had that before, where I will, like, I mean, currently I'm only doing 5 hours a day at work. Apart from when I've got to do, like, when I opt to do overtime and things like that. And I've had days where even before I've gotten into work, and a lot of the times I'm like working first thing in the morning, aren't I? And you know, we've had sales that have, you know, covered my wage for the day, and you just go,
Yeah.
But it's not consistent enough.
It's not consistent. Yeah, I think that's the thing. That's why we've ended up in the situation we are. Like, I would love for us both to be, obviously, you know, that's always been the goal.
Yeah.
But until I think just I need to do a lot more work, I think, for it to happen. A lot more different things. Shazad says Zia's fallen off the wagon and gone to sleep by the roadside. I don't need this eBay thing.
No.
Oh gosh. Are you still working on your storage units at Bumcrap Picker? I hope he is. Have you two booked a hotel for Manchester yet?
No, we need to do that though.
No, but we do need to do that. Yes. Full time isn't easy, says Free Runner Show, but it's easier than a job you don't like.
Oh, I think me and you have different
Yeah.
opinions, kind of slightly on this, because I couldn't cope with the stress of being full-time eBay with the inconsistency, and that's why I ended up going back to work in the first place.
Like, let's be clear about this. Beck isn't like in love with the idea of working for someone for the rest of a working life.
No.
It's not what you want. But you, out of the stress of not knowing when your next sale is happening versus going back to work, you clearly feel happier, and you've been so much happier, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I think when, like, it's really annoying because I'm one of those, like, really good hard working people when I'm at work.
Yeah.
But when it came to doing it for myself under the stress and the pressure from home, I kind of completely just shut down.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I then wasn't doing what I needed to do to kind of get things going.
Whereas, believe it or not, even though the impression that sometimes comes off here, I can consistently just keep going.
Yeah.
I can just keep going. And I know, I do appreciate sometimes it comes across that, but you know, we do sell some stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, we do. Antoinette Daly actually says any work would help. Any work, you're right. At this moment, like this week, we've been I've been terrible. When I say we, I mean I. You know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I have been. Yeah. And yes, it's very hard to scale selling one-off items, Shazad, and that's why I keep on. I think what happens is my focus is being really torn because the more successful the general store was getting, I was noticing that, like, I know how to. You know what? This is really, it's really easy to make an eBay store work. Like, I knew that if I go out sourcing every day, like source really hard, and then list those items. I was finding good quality stuff on a consistent basis, and we were selling lots. But it's very, very time intensive. And the more you do it, the more time intensive it gets, because then you're always on the search for those big ticket items, because big ticket item sells, the pressure's on for you to find the next big ticket item. And the thing is, when you're doing that, you're then neglecting, like in our eyes, the RC business is a scalable business, because all we need is to be just focusing and listing and growing that inventory, because that's a slow burn, but it's scalable.
I think that's why I really do love that store.
Yeah.
Like that's the store that I probably really feel attached to and want to see working again. And I think that's why I love that store, because you can the fact that we could scale it up a lot easier than one-off items.
Yeah. I think so. I think like sometimes, like, I will admit I don't have the best attention span. My attention it does get split out, but I'm not perfect. We've never said we are, I don't think, unless you can find. I've probably said I'm perfect somewhere, but don't worry about it. This is just where we share what we do, good and bad. And I really do feel that's just that's something I need to work on, is to be more, like, keep my focus better, because I think sometimes I get split and then I end up doing neither. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the worst part. It's like it's all right if you're going between two different types of business, but the thing is, when you end up doing nothing, then that really sucks, because, like, I know when the general store's doing really well, we're loving it, but at the same time we're so aware that then we're not having any time to do anything else. No other business, no other income, no, like, the RC store doesn't get any help, and we haven't got time for anything else, because I'm literally outsourcing every day, listing every day, and that's time consuming. And then you start to think, okay, maybe I need to focus more on the RC store, and then, like, you start losing focus, and then you end up doing nothing at all. And I think that is the issue. Right. Let's see what else there is. So happy I hit the big 100 subscribers in a couple of weeks. Thank you all, says Rummage Around. Congratulations, Rummage Around. And hi to Reselling Polly. Do appreciate you popping in. Okay, Liz started part-time work and it made things easier and made me work harder too, says Peter Vinegar Jar. Definitely, it really helps. And plus, we want to at some point own a home, things like that. I think that those all things help with employment. Question: would it be worth upgrading your skills at work for a better pay at work, says Shazad? It would. I think it could be, but I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, is that aimed at me? I'm not sure, because, like, I think the only way I could get a really well-paid job, I don't know, would I have to get, like, a degree or something? I don't know. Because I've only ever done sales, and sales is traditionally pretty poorly paid.
If it's aimed at me, I haven't spoken about this on YouTube, because there's nothing official yet, but I have asked for more hours at work. So I'm hoping to go back full time, and there's a lot of changes at work as well. So we don't know. We don't know. But,
like, for me, I think I've always been in just sales, and sales is just, it's never well paid. I've not found anyway. But yeah. Yeah, I agree. The security of paying a mortgage with the day job is keeping me going with it. You could start a business that isn't reselling, perhaps a catering company or something, says Kevin. Yes, there is a meetup in Manchester.
There is. I think, if I remember correctly, I think it's on the 18th of April. And it was Andrew Money Mental that was arranging the meetup.
Okay. Question from Shazad. This is quite a good question. What is the biggest bottleneck in your business? Capital, time management, or motivation? I would say, I honestly don't feel it's motivation. Motivation would be the least.
I would say it's probably
a combination of the first two. And if I was to pick the biggest one, I would say it's time management.
Absolutely.
I'd say time management is our biggest issue. Because, like I said, my focus, I really need to get myself together and just be that much more constructive. Time management is definitely my biggest issue. Then we do have a capital issue. We definitely have a capital issue. I feel like we could do a lot more if we didn't have the debts that are always taking money from us. So we do have that. So I do feel like that would be the order.
Yeah.
Most successful businesses are great at identifying bottlenecks, then removing them. That's that's such a good point, because now when it's written out so simply, is it capital, time management, or motivation? When it's written out so simply,
I don't think motivation comes into
not
it.
just spat at you.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's alright.
I wiped it off.
I know you did. Yeah. So yeah. I mean that's I like that point actually.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
When you do put it like that, I don't think.
And when it's
is
written out like that as well, you can just see it, can't you?
I know it may look like motivation is a problem with Zahir, but
it's not.
It's really not. It's how he organises
time
his day.
management.
And I keep saying this about him because
attention span, my focus. Like honestly, guys, what happened? You know what? Motivation isn't honestly an issue. I've never had an issue being motivated. I'm naturally quite a passionate person, and I get into whatever it is that I'm doing. My issue is it's controlling my mind, because you get ideas of what to do, you get all these thoughts of what you should be doing, all these different plans, and then your mind my mind just goes, I'm thinking of all these stupid different things and some of them I'm not even in a place to implement.
I mean, so, like some of the things like we've been discussing recently is like blocking some time out, because I think part of Zahir's problem is the fact that you do kind of want to do so much, and then you look at the time that you're given, and then you're worrying about what you're going to get done, and it's also about prioritizing what needs to get done first, because and I said this to you the other day, like at the moment, like with what you want to do with going forward, some of the changes you can't make right now, and some of them you still really need to heavily focus on your eBay stuff, because that is the thing that's bringing the income in right now. So if you want to kind of change your direction, you can't do it until things are settled with eBay and you're kind of like on a steady level with it, and you have that under control before you can kind of move forward and look at other things.
Because exactly. I 100% agree. Kevin says that what are the biggest bottlenecks? 1 Zahir, 2 Zahir, 3 Zahir. Thanks, Kevin. You're in a way you're right. I'm sabotaging myself sometimes. I know I could achieve, so I know how to do, like I could crush the general store even more than it's doing now, easily. It's almost to the point where I'm just like, it's because I know I can do so much more, but I'm not in the position to do it, and I'm thinking about it, and then I'm ending up doing nothing. I'm just like, or I'm just, that's what happens, and I need to fix myself. Multiple streams of incomes is good, says Free Run Show. I'm considering opening a Spock business account to sell. Shazad says, not you, you're a lost cause. It was directed at Beck. Well, you got your answer there. Rebecca thought of guessed that was the case. Oh, thanks, Shazad. Oh, gotta love Shazad. Richard House says, I'm keep thinking of getting a part-time job so I know the mortgage is covered, but then I think about working for another a-hole boss and keep reselling, says Richard Howe. And Vinegar Jar says, just improve your reselling, you have it in you. I know I've got it in. You know what? Honestly, guys, one thing I will say is I've got no doubt in my ability when it comes to selling stuff online. I know how to sell stuff.
Can I take those? Because you're good on these.
It's not difficult. It's not hard. It really isn't. At this stage, I've done a lot of learning. I know I could do a lot better with it. I think what it is like I'm trying to look for opportunities to scale. That's where the RC business is, and it's got so many opportunities, guys. Like, we've got contacts that we can't take advantage of. We've got so many issues because, and these things play on you, and then you end up just not doing as much as you should. But there we go. This has gotten quite serious chat now.
We've got mega serious.
So serious. Krillin has lowered the tone with his $2 super chat. Says, open an elocution school for immigrants and Scots. You know what, Krillin? I'm not even going to elaborate on your comment. We'll leave it there. Shazad says, So Alison says maybe you need to try working a day, weekly, hourly plan, and that's exactly what Becca said. Blocking time, I definitely do need to do that. And then Shazad says, this is the type of insight I can provide on my Patreon. Few places to you know what, Shazad, you joke about it, but people, including myself, would be happy to, because you know what you're talking about, Shazad.
You give us so much to think about sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just, it's putting it into action, isn't it?
Vinegar Jar Peter says you're good Z in spurts. I think you need to change your habits so things become the norm. Just little things that you do can regularly, things that you do regularly can help your business. Yes, I mean, yes and no. I mean, even with my current flaky attitude, the way I see it is we've still got a store that's turning over $3,000. Well, it's just under $3,000 at the moment in 30 days with about 100 items. So yes and no, I think, but yes, it could be a lot better because I could do a lot more work. I could, and again, there is one other thing to this as well that Beck is aware of, where like all the kind of traveling and doing the drop-offs and pickups, not just for Beck, that is something that, especially when there's roadworks on and stuff, I know this sounds minor, but it can eat into the day massively. Should change now. But that will be changing now, and so I'm gonna have more fixed time. I'm
excited to see what next week's gonna be like. I really am.
I think so. BCP sharing links, thank you BCP. Possibly a daft suggestion. What about drawing up a list of things to do in order every morning? It's not daft, and it's something I want to do, but I'm gonna do it on like.
I made a list of the stuff that Zahir had to do. I think you've crossed 3 things off of it.
3 things. 3 is better than none, but yes.
I made the list for him. I was like, what do you need to do? And I wrote it down, and he was like, I've completed 3 of those jobs. How many things were on the list? What, like 12?
Yeah.
So it was quite a big list.
It's quite a big list.
To be fair, I wasn't,
And Shazad says, only focus on what you can change right now. No point wasting energy on stuff you can't change.
Exactly.
Definitely. I think I waste a lot of energy on that stuff. Like, there's so many things I'm learning about. I spend a lot of time learning stuff as well, guys. I should put that out there. I do spend a lot of time researching and learning all kinds of different stuff. And some of it I just am not in the position to do. And that is wasted time. Crony G Crone says you need 5 guys that reset the brain. Would a gig job help with the capital issue? Short concentrated effort at peak hours could give you a cash injection. Well, hopefully we're going to have that sorted, because obviously, Beck with hopefully getting more hours as well.
So it's I don't know when it's going to come into play. That's why I haven't really spoken about it. I'm still waiting.
But that will help, because we're not going to have it, because at the moment we're still spending petrol money that'll stay the same. Well, actually it will reduce. Our petrol costs are going to reduce. And obviously the income's going to go up. There's some good benefits to come from it. Kevin says Zahir is both the biggest asset and biggest problem in the business at the same time. You know what, Kevin? I think there's a lot of truth to that.
I think that's fair, actually. I think that's fair.
Hey, look, Mum, I'm hustling. Drew, you just woke up. Did you miss any knowledge bombs? Not really.
No.
Junk Girl Patty says, I think we have very similar personalities. You have just described me. Great point, Stu. I do that every day. See, that's the thing. I do writing stuff down. Like, I wrote this down in February 2020 at some point. And then I need to be more. I do need to fix this. I do need to fix it. And Z gets distracted too quickly. Yeah, Carl.
Absolutely.
Give me the contact, Z. I'll split the profits. To be honest, Shazad, I do it most mornings too, says Stu. I see that when people like Stu and Shazad are doing that as well, that does make me really I need to.
What are you doing?
I love the fact that there's so much to improve as well. One thing I'll say, I'm always like a glass half full kind of guy, right? And one thing that always makes me smile is when I hear all these potential things that I could do, it makes me think, wow, there's so much I've still got left to do to make things better. Like, imagine how bad it would be if you'd maxed out. Like, imagine if you were doing all these things and then not getting the results you want. That's when you'd be really upset. you know. And what I will say is, thankfully, in a way, touch wood, like there's so much that we could be doing, or I could be doing. There's so much more.
Well, I think I do kind of need to take a bit of responsibility as well with it all. So
you've got stuff going on as well that you,
I've got
you got some things going on.
I've got stuff going on and
that you need to be working on. But like when it comes to doing like the eBay type things, the resell type things, I mean, like, you know, but you've got to work around, you've got to figure out what you're going to do whilst having a job as well, though. That's the thing, isn't it? But because, you know, I think having a job is going to be useful, especially when it comes to getting a mortgage, I think.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it also.
Yeah, exactly. Nordic Night Owl says, it's good to have the feeling that you can do better and be more efficient. Otherwise, you might get bored and frustrated. Very true, very true.
Absolutely.
Hey, Nad's Palette Allotment. Hello, Bill Holder. Hey, Sail Away 1975. Thank you for popping in, guys. If I haven't said hi, I do apologise. I do try. Nick says, oh, fudge, late again. It's not an appointment, Nick, but appreciate you popping in. Thank you very much. Rewind Resale says, Z, it's very simple. You need to stop procrastinating and just do it. Just do. Even this chat is procrastinating. Go and do. It's true. It is true. Doing is the key. Doing is the key. So a lot of people saying hi. If you did everything well, life would be less chaotic, but the show wouldn't be as funny. That's the thing. Life isn't that simple, you know. I would reintroduce your weekly meetings. Zahir should have to report what he has done during the week to Beck. That's true.
Do you know what? We did start doing that. What was it, about a month ago? We started kind of reintroducing it, and then it kind of just fell out the window a couple of weeks later, didn't it? So we do need to kind of get back on that.
Yeah.
And kind of check in with each other and see what's happening. And I do think it needs to be weekly.
Exactly.
And not down the pub.
Bill Holder says, Z, them orange boxes any good? Yes, I love those style of boxes. I buy them off of eBay. If you don't mind having like opaque boxes, so obviously you can't see what's inside of them, they are very, very sturdy. And they are almost indestructible. We fell in love with them when we first got our first big haul of stuff, because it came in those types of crates. So we just look for these heavy duty crates. They've got like crocodile lids, and they are just insanely good. Yes. Nick says, the hair time management and fighting procrastination is still the single hardest thing in this job for me. It never gets easy. That's a worry, Nick. I know you fight with it as well, but you still seem to get like real work done every day, and I think I have far too many days where I don't actually get that solid time working. I need to get that, because you do get it done. You admittedly, it might be at like 2 a.m. or something, but you're getting it done. So I really would love to get to that. Have designated time for research, listing, sourcing, YouTubing. Very true. I do need to do that. Right. Sleeping, eating, washing clothes all take time off listings. Very true, very true. If all else fails, you can always deal with your procrastination issues next month or the month after. That's a good point, Stu. Really. Flipping particles, D. Hi, D. How are you? Thanks for popping in.
I haven't caught up on D's chat
no?
yet either.
Oh, yeah, I mean, didn't even watch mine either. Yeah.
I know. I am a bit behind.
Right. Are those orange crates full of blueberry muffins? Are Sail Away? No, they're not. They are full of unlisted RC parts and clothes.
Yeah.
RC parts and clothes is what they list full of. Yes.
What, all of them?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yes. There really should be more thumbs up for this quality stream, Tracy. I'm not sure if you're being serious, but okay.
We have gone 10 minutes over.
We've gone 10 minutes over?
Sorry to kind of cut in. I know we were about a minute late, actually. So
okay.
we've only gone probably about 8 minutes over.
Okay.
We've got to go walk out.
We've got to walk the dog, yeah. You struggle because this is a nice thing. Vintage Vic has called me creative.
Oh,
creative. I'm creative,
yeah,
man. I'm not reading the rest in case it's bad. No, you struggle because you're creative, Z. Blessing and a curse. I've been trying a have done list because I hate to-dos. You write down good stuff you did each day. It's usually surprising amount. That's a good point as well, Vintage Vic. I appreciate that.
That's the thing, and I think actually I really like that point, because if you did it that way, you'd be surprised at the amount of stuff that you do end up doing. I think sometimes you do kind of beat yourself up a little bit, and you go, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I didn't do that. And it's like, if you've got a list of the things that you didn't do, you've got to kind of start listing what you have done.
Shazad says you should give me a grade every week and be brutally honest. The funny thing is, Shazad, I would grade myself worse than she would. Like, I'd give myself like a D or an E or an F every week, and she'd be like, no, you did, you're so supportive
I'm
about
probably
it.
a bit softer on you.
You
than I
are.
probably should be.
Exactly.
If I'm honest.
2 a.m. What's wrong with that? Nothing. I want to be able to do that. If only there was a YouTuber who just went on about doing a small amount of work every day. Guys, the vinegar jar, Peter Cummins, he does preach the 5 a day, which is to be superseded, I've heard, by the 1 a day list.
Yeah.
No. It's true. It's so true. Oh, believe me, Z, I have days when nothing gets done. I just don't vlog those losses, Nick. Fair enough, Nick. It makes me feel a bit better, that does, actually, because I'm like, no, because I always imagine Nick's always working late at night. I just imagine working late at night. I just rented an antique booth. Excited to fill it up, says D. Amazing. Word, I'm putting off my procrastination until tomorrow. Very funny, funky
really
UK. Wish there were 48 hours in a day. I'd somehow waste those two.
So I was saying it was cool to Dee's comment, just in case it sounded like I was saying, yeah, it's really cool that you're putting stuff off till tomorrow. Sorry.
Treated myself to a Cadbury's caramel bar today. Living the dream. Definitely sail away. Queenie Conquest says it's very hard to stick to a schedule when you work from home and have kids. Something always comes up. Endless. Oh my god! School runs, club runs, kids fighting. They're doing that just now. Luckily, our girls are a bit older now, so they don't have those fighting issues or anything. But yeah, school runs and things like that always come up, don't they? They definitely do. Right, guys. Like Beck said, we have been going for over the hour. Does Debs know you sucked it yesterday, says Siraj? Do you mean, does Beck know? I don't know. Yeah, there was someone called Sucky who was leaving comments and super chat.
I've heard, but I haven't seen the chat yet.
What we will say is thank you everyone for watching. Please leave us a thumbs up or a comment if you enjoyed the video. I'm sure is Andrew on later. I'm not.
No,
is he
I
not?
don't think he is tonight.
Andrew's not on. Maybe someone else will be on live later. That'll be good. So we're off to walk the dog, and then I'm gonna come back and actually do some work. I want to do some work. Thank you for everybody for commenting, the super chats, everything, comments and super chats. Yes, it was. Yes, Beck. Sorry. So I really do appreciate it. We've had over 180 people in here, which is astonishing. So thank you to the 180 odd plus people in there. If you haven't already, check out my last video. It was a chat with Uniquely Me Tracy. It's not for everybody, but it was funny. She's in the chat just now as well, so make sure you sub to her. And everyone else, Vinegar Jar, Flipping Particles D, fantastic, Peter Ray's Adventures, Nick and Andrew Hills, in case everyone in here subscribe to them. There's no way. So thank you everybody for popping in. Oh, thank you, Ash. Ash has just sent another super sticker. I was going to go live, but I may just procrastinate about it instead. Well, hopefully Nick will go live. If everyone bugs Nick with lots of messages on his Instagram, I'm sure he will. Well, he won't read them.
He won't read them.
But Nick will hopefully be going live. And then yes, I'm going to be doing some listing, guys. And thank you again for the super sticker, Ash. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Ash.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Yes.
Bye. Only for losers.